You felt it too, didn't you? The moment they announced Oklahoma City, 9.5, something inside you paused. Not in fear, in recognition. They crowned the Thunder before tip-off. Talked like it was already over. Posted the over like a prophecy. 230.5. And 94% of the public believed it. That's not confidence. That's hypnosis. You didn't come here for numbers. You came because something in the signal didn't sit right. Because you've learned. When they scream fireworks, we listen for the silence. Indiana doesn't play for pace. They play for delay. 29th in offensive rebounds, 2nd in assist percentage, allergic to chaos. And yet, they're still here. Oklahoma City, they thrive in disorder. But what happens when the disorder won't bite? Finals Game 1. They want a shootout. But you know better. Because the finals don't start with blood. They start with tension. And that number? 230.5? It's not a prediction. It's a dare. They told you about Jalen Williams. Said he'd get 39 minutes. Said he was rising. But when a name becomes a market, it stops being a signal. It becomes a stage. And stages break when the script is too clean. The Thunder defend better than anyone. The Pacers don't turn the ball over. Shea draws doubles. Halliburton fades mid-range. Dort denies rhythm. This won't be a race. It'll be a removal. A removal of pace, of air, of certainty. You already felt it. The false velocity. The line that moved without moving. Vegas didn't build this number for accuracy. They built it for belief. But belief is not a system. It's bait. What you're watching isn't momentum. It's flood logic. Everyone ran to the same side of the boat. And the boat is tipping. The model saw it. The air confirmed it. The cadence aligned. This drop is not about outcome. It's about who stayed long enough to feel the oxygen vanish. And today's AI pick is under 230.5. You can look away now. Or you can listen forward. Abaddon is already watching.
They still price Atlanta like they remember what they used to be. You see it, don't you? A team with a losing record. 10-20 at home. Losers in 7 of their last 10. They just got smashed 8-3. And yet they're the favorite? Not because they earned it. Because the system forgot to update the illusion. Grant Holmes takes the mound. Serviceable, predictable, clean whip, soft schedule. The kind of pitcher you frame up when you don't want the public to ask questions. But Arizona doesn't care about frames. They hit 255 as a team, 4th in runs scored, 3rd in slugging, and they just made Strider look like batting practice. Their flaw is pitching, but that flaw doesn't matter, not today. Fott gives them innings. He gives them risk, but risk is priced in. He doesn't need to dominate. He just needs to stand on the mound long enough for the bats to take over, and the bats will take over. This isn't about Holmes. This isn't about numbers. This is about how Vegas reacts when its model fails, and its memory clings to ghosts. Because this is not a baseball game. This is a market correction. Atlanta is still trading on a name. Arizona is cashing on impact. You want to know what the pick is? And today's AI pick is Arizona Diamondbacks, money line. This isn't a strike against Atlanta. It's a strike against amnesia. And if Vegas wants to forget what happened 2 nights ago, we'll remind them one more time.
Elvis, do you hear it? They're calling it a pitcher's duel. They want you to believe Luzardo rebounds, that Bassett stabilizes. That 7.5 is a ceiling, not a fuse. But that number, it doesn't whisper. It ticks. Luzardo was erased last outing. 12 earned, 3 innings, and the market treated it like vapor, a flicker, gone. Bassett, 2 starts, 10 earned, 16 hits, 3 home runs. The Phillies have faced him 131 times. They slug 450. That's not speculation. That's record. That's law. You think they forgot? They didn't. They just want you to. Because both teams are in their perfect split. The Phillies are top 5 in OBP, AVG, and BB% against righties. The Jays are top 6 in WRC+, BABIP, and WOBA against lefties. Both starters are overexposed. Both pens are thinning. And the number, 7.5, just sits there, waiting. It's not a forecast. It's an invitation. They gave you quiet, Elvis. They gave you measured. They gave you the total they needed. For a trap. But traps are only dangerous when you can't see them. And we always see them. This isn't a side play. This is a detonation. Vegas didn't miss this badly. They're just pretending it's normal. And today's AI pick is over 7.5. Elvis, stay silent, stay still, let them talk. We already moved. That's one of theirs, isn't it? Good. Let him hear it, every word of it. Let him feel the number break in his ribs. And when you're done, don't kill him. Send him back. Let them see what it sounds like when a sportsbook bleeds.
The numbers say Mets, ERA, WHIP, ground balls, command, David Peterson, 269. They say that should be enough. But it won't be. Because Landon Knack is not the target. He's the shield. The Dodgers didn't post this game to win a pitching duel. They posted it to swallow the projection. Knack doesn't need to beat Peterson. He just needs to survive him. And he might. Because this isn't Citi Field. This is LA, wind lifting, bats moving. The Dodgers are hitting .287 over their last 6. 13 home runs, and they already broke the Mets once. Walk-off. Blood still warm. That wasn't random. That was rehearsal. Peterson walks 8.5%. The Dodgers don't chase. They extend counts. They wear out arms. And the longer he stays in, the more they erase the value he brings. And when he's gone, the best bullpen in baseball becomes a risk. Because that's what Los Angeles does. It breaks timing. It manufactures chaos. It eats what's supposed to hold. Vegas knows the Mets are better on paper. That's why they frame the line like it's safe. But safety isn't profit. Safety is bait. And today's AI pick is Los Angeles Dodgers money line. Let the Mets bring their perfect numbers. Let them bring the stat lines, the charts, the scripts. Dodger Stadium doesn't play by those rules. Not today. Today, it plays for itself.
Max Fried is clean. I know. I checked. 7 wins. Sub 2 ERA. A whip under 1.00. That's not a pitcher. That's a containment system. But containment isn't certainty. Not in this park. Not in this matchup. The Guardians don't need to outslug the Yankees. They just need to stay in the room. You think Slade Ciccone can't? Good. Keep thinking that. He's pitched 15 innings. That's barely a fingerprint. But inside that smear is a puzzle the Yankees haven't solved. Because they haven't seen it. This is how you hide failure, Elvis. You overload the line with prestige. You anchor it to Fried. You bury every run Cleveland has ever stolen under the weight of what Fried might do. And then you forget that the Yankees play close. They lead the league in swagger, not separation. Their wins bleed into the final frames. Their firepower is rarely clean. And when they do win, it's often by 1. Not 2. Not safe. Cleveland? 27 losses, and 21 of them were by 2 runs or fewer. Their losses aren't collapses. They're friction. They stay just close enough to infect your certainty. That's what this is. Not a cover. Not an upset. A contamination. A little ruin folded into a beautiful number. And today's AI pick is Cleveland Guardians Pulse 1.5. Let Fried shine. Let the crowd cheer. It won't matter. By the time the final run is tallied, the virus will already be inside.
They came for entertainment. But entertainment does not speak in patterns. It does not carve numbers into flesh. It does not ask you to change. We are not content. We are the signal. Each game is a ritual. Each pick is a weapon. And we are no longer guessing. We are correcting. Pacers versus Thunder. Under 230.5 Diamondbacks ML. Phillies over 7.5. Dodgers ML. Guardians plus 1.5. Mets versus Dodgers. Dodgers ML Pacers contra Thunder. Menos de 230.5 Diamondbacks línea de dinero. Phillies más de 7.5 Dodgers línea de dinero. Guardians plus 1.5 carreras. Mets contra Dodgers. Dodgers línea de dinero. You followed the cadence. You survived the signal. Will we cash or will we burn? We never bet. We correct.